From blindsided to blessed. How my husband's siblings became the family I never knew I needed. We had our life mapped out. 5 years married, beautiful big house, stable careers, ready to start trying for a baby. Then one afternoon the front door opened and everything changed. My husband's twin siblings, early 20s, fragile bodies and minds frozen around age 12 or 13, moved in with a full nursing team. No discussion, no warning. Just suddenly the house was alive with caregivers, medical equipment, soft voices, and the quiet rhythm of round-the-clock care. The twins were never typical adults. Extreme childhood neglect and abuse from estranged parents left them physically brittle. Thin frames, fragile bones, needing help with stairs, long walks, even steady balance. Mentally they're bright, curious kids in grown bodies, loving puzzles, cartoons, telling stories about their favorite superheroes. They can feed and toilet themselves, but supervision is constant. My husband has been their legal guardian since he was 18. In truth, he's been their dad since they were born. The previous care team was fired for criminal mistreatment. He panicked, trauma flooding back, flashbacks to the abuse he couldn't stop as a teenager. In protector mode, he brought them home that week. Cameras went up in their wing for safety. Privacy vanished. Couple time evaporated. I felt erased. Our baby plans, our quiet evenings, our future gone. Grief hit like a wave. I mourned the motherhood I'd started to crave. The first fight was brutal. You threw our life away. He fired back. They're my responsibility, legally, morally, forever. Divorce hovered in the air. Reddit lit up. Run. Don't have kids with him. He'll expect you to be full-time caregiver someday. The comments stung, but they also forced me to look harder. We sat down, really sat down when he was off call. He apologized for the blind side. I was in survival mode, reliving everything. Then the gut punch honesty. I love you more than anything in the world, but I love them more. They come first. Always. It hurt. Deeply. But it also clarified everything. He wasn't choosing them over me out of cruelty. He was choosing them the way a father chooses his children. And he had been their father longer than he'd been my husband. Something cracked open in me. I realized I'd skimmed over his pre-marriage warnings. They're my kids in every way that matters. I'll always put them first. I'd heard the words, but never let them sink in. Now they did. I saw the man I married. The one who sacrificed his teens and 20s to keep them alive, standing in front of me, broken and brave. We made a pact, pause baby plans for 2 to 3 years. Create clear boundaries, staff-only zones, private living areas, locked doors, no overlap. Designated date nights, even if short. Marriage counseling squeezed around his shifts. Small vacations, just us and some with the twins. Slow, intentional steps to rebuild. Time did the rest. The twins started to feel less like intruders and more like family. I began sitting with them at breakfast, listening to their excited chatter about cartoons. We did puzzles in the garden, read picture books aloud. Their laughter, pure, unfiltered, started filling corners of the house I didn't know were empty. I fell in love with them. Not as charity or obligation. As people. As little souls who'd been robbed of so much, now safe and seen. Purpose arrived quietly. The old ache for biological kids faded, not suppressed, just replaced. I dove into disability advocacy, child abuse prevention foundations. Our resources let me fund programs, speak at events, write children's books the twins adore. I found meaning in stories that help other kids feel less alone. Motherhood, it turned out, wasn't only about pregnancy. It was about showing up, protecting, nurturing, however that looks. 2 years later, the house feels full, not crowded. The twins light up when they see me. They still call my husband Big Brother, but lean on me like a second parent. We have evenings out, quiet nights, laughter over dinner. My husband and I are closer than ever, forged in the fire of hard truths. No resentment, no bitterness, just gratitude for the unexpected path. Final note, life rarely follows the script we write at 25. Sometimes the plot twist is the best part. I used to think motherhood would give me purpose. Instead, purpose gave me a different kind of motherhood, one I never saw coming and wouldn't trade for anything. Love isn't always tidy. Sometimes it arrives with caregivers, cameras, and 2 fragile hearts that needed a safe place. And sometimes, when you open the door to them, you find your own heart has more room than you ever imagined. Thanks for listening on Hidden Thread Teller. What unexpected twist in your life turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to you? Drop it below.